Now you can bring the arcade experience home because your vision is our vision. ColecoVision. You are the player because your vision is our vision. The player.
So I've been watching the development of this game, and it's been looking really awesome. It looks like you've got to the point now where you're getting ready to release it.
Yeah, I already finished Soviet ColecoVision, and I told him if I haven't come back to him with any bugs or anything by June 1st, then he can go ahead and release it.
Awesome. Well, I've been playing the both the enhanced and the arcade version. I love the enhanced version.
Yeah, the arcade version honestly gets boring because I think the original arcade was meant to have the 4 different games.
Yes.
So it didn't really make sense. I almost was reluctant to have the arcade version because it just gets, there's not much to it now compared to the enhanced.
Yeah. I played the arcade version to start off with, and I like it. But after I play the enhanced version, I don't want to go back and play the arcade version.
Exactly.
So can you talk about what kind of stuff you've done for the enhanced version?
Well, first thing I did is obviously make different levels because the original arcade only had that one level with just a rectangle border, and there wasn't really any obstacles or anything to avoid. So I did that, and I also decided to use a teleporter that's from the arcade version, but it's in the tank mode, and I added that to the game so that you can actually teleport while you're playing, which is pretty crazy because you don't know where you're going to end up. And then I also added some other weapons that I talked to one of my friends, Aaron Klein, who helped me. He actually did the sound effects for when you win the game, or when you right there where you're pressing player 1 versus computer and you press the space press fire. Then that sound effect, he actually did that one, and I did the rest of them. And I gave him credit in the game too. So it was challenging for me to figure out how to do some of the sound effects because I'm not used to having to emulate the exact same sound effects of other games, or at least let's say that I'm not used to having to emulate music from other games or tunes or anything. I'm usually just making my own game, and so I wanted to try to be exactly like the arcade. But the other things that are in the game, I have this disruptor. There's little spheres that when you touch them, it makes everybody else's line temporarily be disrupted. So there's like a gap in the line, which makes for, again, some crazy levels because now you can go through those little lines or where the gaps are. And then there's also the line destroyer, which is actually really fun with 2 players because my friend was playing. We were playing co-op. And as we were playing, I was getting trapped in my own maze, and then he went and saved me by hitting the line destroyer and hit my color. He waited for it to get to my color, and it destroyed my line, so I could get out of the maze. So that was kind of cool. I was like, oh hell yeah, that's awesome. So, and then there's also the power boost, which is pretty much like it's like a powerful line. Which basically, I wanted to make something where you could be temporarily invincible. And it lets you, and depending on whether or not you're going slow or going fast, if you're going slow, it'll go about 5 spaces, and if you're going fast when you hit it, then it'll go about 7 spaces. So you can kind of control it slightly, and it can break through anything. It can break through walls, break through your own line or somebody else's line, and it can also it's a good way to corner somebody off, and if you do it right in front of them, you make them crash right when you're done with it. And then the side blaster is the one that I also had thought of where it would actually shoot a weapon on the side. But I didn't want to make it too... I made it so that the character pauses for a couple of seconds to kind of make it so that you could actually get in front of them while they're using the side blaster. You don't want to use the side blaster all the time, otherwise somebody could get in front of you. And I guess it makes it more technical, challenging, whatever, for the person playing. But it shoots all the way across the screen and, again, destroys anything that's fast, any walls or anything.
Oh, that's awesome. So I imagine all these different features are in different areas in the game.
Yeah, some of them are mixed together. So some you might have 2 or 3 features on one board, but then some you may just have one. And in the beginning, I wanted to make the game so that when the person's playing, the levels in the very beginning are very plain on purpose. So the perfect person can kind of get used to the play and how it works. And then as it gets further in the levels, you'll see the levels get way more advanced and like more things on the screen, more things going on. But that way the person that's playing can start easy. And it's almost like the difficulty level. Kind of like builds as you're playing, so you can kind of figure out the game.
Okay.
And then also I give you unlimited continues, so you can just keep on playing.
So when you do the player 1 versus player 2, you can actually select these higher areas then.
Yeah, you can start at the last level if you want.
Oh, that's awesome.
I always like to put it at 45.
Hidden code.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
It gets crazy when it's like
That's awesome.
so this game gets very chaotic. That was the first.
What? Oh, those are the speed boosts. If I hit one. Holy cow!
Whoa.
Yeah, you hit it. Pressing the button.
Oh my god!
Hit it from the right.
Oh,
Oh, your screen blow off.
oh my gosh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So that was area 3. What's area 4 got in it?
Remember, press 8.
Oh, press 8. That's kind of cool having that little feature in there like that.
That is
So it's
cool.
actually helpful for me to test, so I left it in there.
Any hidden Easter eggs in this game?
Well, you can also, at the title screen, you can press 1, 2, 3, or 4 to change the color of your bike.
Oh, nice.
And it will change it from light green, dark blue, white, like white and gray, and like a pinkish color.
Awesome.
And I've made sure that the colors didn't match the arcade. And that Easter egg works for both player 1 and player 2. That's actually going to be in the manual too, just because I want people to know that it's there. Oh yeah, and there's also the teleport walls feature, where if at the arcade at this screen right here, you press 9. When you press 9, then all the walls, the outside walls, will be teleporters
Oh, wow.
on all the levels. So that makes it like real crazy because the computer knows that it's not really a wall, so it can just kind of go straight at the wall, and you basically have to corner them off in order to win.
All right. So hit press 8. And let's see, we'll go to area 5. What's area 5? That's what area 5 is. Bonus level.
Oh, nice.
What the?
Okay, I'm going to tell you, every 5th level is a bonus level, and you basically have to collect all those discs.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
And if you collect them within the time frame, then you get a you get 100 points for each second that's left.
I ain't gonna get those ones on the top, that's for sure.
If you crash, you don't get killed on this level. Since it's a bonus.
Oh man, I'm all over the place. There we go.
You need to learn how to drive that light cycle, dude.
And I haven't been drinking my absinthe yet. Oh man. Whoa. Whoa.
You might. Well, no, you can't get back over there.
I can't get back over there to get those.
I'll just crash. There you go. It won't hurt you though. It's good enough level.
Oh, now this is a combination of the speed up and the teleport, the line destroyer. So hit a line destroyer here. If I hit the, yeah, boom. Oh wow.
Oh, nice. You got him.
That's cool.
And the computer gets smarter after about level 7, and they start doing some. There's like several different AIs I put in the game.
Yeah.
And one of them I call kamikaze, because in some cases he'll actually try to hit you straight on, like head on.
Oh.
And so later on, and it's randomized. So like every, I don't know, 3rd turn or 5th turn, I don't even know exactly. I know it's like it's a random number of turns that will change his AI as he's playing. So sometimes you're thinking, oh, he's going to be stupid, and then all of a sudden he cuts you off right at the last second. So you never know exactly. But right now they're kind of just avoiding the walls at the moment, but later on they get more. It's more to get for the difficulty to try to make it easier for people to get used to the game.
Oh, okay. The sprites on this look really awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Holy cow.
I haven't seen any flickering either.
No flickering. Oh.
Yeah, since each character has 2 sprites, all I did is make it so it's all 4 of them get, or 3 of them get on the same line. It just takes off one of the sprites, and that way you still see the character, so there's no real flicker. Just puts it back when they're they're not on the same line.
Awesome.
Let's go way high. Go way up in the level. See what's up in here. Go to 30. Hit 8. Oop.
Oh, you guys get.
See what we got
This
here.
is bonus level.
Oh.
But they start becoming like puzzles. Like basically have to figure out how to get them all. Yeah. Because remember, the line destroyer can let you not the line destroyer. The power boost lets you go through walls, like you destroy through walls. So you have to kind of use those in order
to get all the.
This is probably the hardest one. This level you pick is the hardest bonus level.
It figures. I picked the hardest one. What the?
Oh, you haven't tried those yet.
Oh, those are the
red things. The flashing red thing.
Oh, wow!
It destroys everything in its path. So, and depends on the direction you hit it. If you hit one, it only goes. It's called a side blaster, so it only goes to the side. So see, it even destroyed part of your line.
Oh, that's cool.
And that weapon is crazy on some levels because whenever an enemy gets it, it also does the same thing. So it does, goes all the way across the screen.
I like all the detail on the walls.
Mm-hmm. I tried to make it like the arcade, like the movie. Oh, and I don't know if I think because you've read some of the stuff online, that if a computer character hits a wall, he'll leave a hole in it and you can actually escape through it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
And then you have to go against the recognizer.
Oh, wow.
You
gotta fight the recognizer.
Right, when you get to that screen, you basically just have to try to stay alive. And for every second you stay alive, you get 100 points, like as you're playing. And then they start speeding up and speeding up and speeding up. I think I've never gotten past 20 seconds because then they start going really fast. Run me over.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I missed him.
Really? Break a hole in the wall. Let's see the recognizer.
Well, I think the computer guy's got to hit
there's
the
2
wall.
players. Then I'm sorry, when
must be 2 players.
Otherwise, you'll just win the level.
All right.
I also put the word "end of line" at the top because I was like, why didn't they put that?
Nice. Yeah, really.
End of line.
End of line.
That's pretty awesome. So as you play the game, the AI gets smarter and smarter.
Yeah. Like at first they're really not that smart until later, and then they'll even try to avoid each other, like because at first I had it coded and they would run directly into each other, like head on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had code in place for that. Then if they do that, they would both turn at the right time, so they wouldn't hit each other. Then you basically got not doing anything. So.
Oh, wow.
So it's fun.
Now, was there anything you wanted to do that you weren't able to for the game?
I think I was going to add some more, like I didn't put the game over sound. I just have the losing sound, but I don't have the actual game over sound from the arcade. That's about the only thing I can think of. I was going to make 50 levels, but I decided not. I had Tarzilla test this game out a lot, and he played with his friends, and he said that the co-op mode was that, and well, obviously the player 1 mode. and actually player 2. I think he said he liked all of them, but co-op mode he said was like the most fun because you can play with your friend and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one where you get to go against the computer as a team. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I really like in the arcade mode that you put like the intro to the actual arcade game in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's really neat to see.
Yeah, I tried to make it look as close to the arcade as I could, even the little gray walls and the flashing first sign at the top. And the font changes, as you notice, when the font color changes when you play it on enhanced mode, because it kind of has like multiple colors. When you play it in the arcade mode, it looks like that. So. And the sound effect for the little typing is like, I was like so excited that it was dead on when I was working on it.
Yeah, it does sound exactly like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
I got that. I surprisingly did that in 15 minutes. So I was like, holy crap, I can't believe it. It sounded perfect.
Awesome.
You should turn the sound back on. I think it may sound loud to you, but I think in the recording, I don't know, on my side, it seems like it's all right. That way you can hear the little when it's typing. Or if you just want to move the camera slightly back or something that's too close to the monitor.
Here we go. Let's try this.
Oh, I thought you were out.
Try it again. See if I can get him. Did the same thing.
Well, Willie.
I like the phase effect. That should be 3 of them. Oh yeah. Yay! That's awesome, man.
That is so
The
cool.
45th level.
The what?
Go to the 45th level. I just wanted to show you something. You can just press back. You don't have to go all the way through this. You can just press back.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Got the MCP in there.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if we're talking about the man in there or not. We just put that in the email, but
Darn it.
you got a little disc, no hole right there for you, so you can go down to the bottom level.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh well.
We only have 1 second left anyway.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, I
That's
figured
awesome,
I could
man.
put that in the game.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That one level took like a whole kilobyte,
One whole kilobyte.
which is a lot in ColecoVision.
Yeah,
You really.
Have you thought about trying to do any other of the Tron games on the ColecoVision?
Not at this point. I haven't actually. I was telling Toby if anybody else wanted to make a full version of the arcade version of arcade games, they could basically just take this game as a template and go ahead and use code for it.
Oh.
But they would have to, of course, just have the arcade mode because it didn't have an enhancement. So
Yeah. Well, it might work pretty well with the Super X controller with that spinner wheel on it, where you can use that to aim the turret like on the tank.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Awesome. So what?
I've never played that game so much in my life. I had to play it like on MAME just so I could figure out how certain things. I even have it on. You may not have noticed, but if you hold diagonals in the arcade, I didn't know this, but I kind of did it by accident, thinking it might help the game. That it will automatically start doing like a step-like pattern.
Yeah.
So you can do that in this now.
Oh, awesome.
So it matches the arcade and that kind of. And plus, if you're going like, let's say you're going to the right, and then you hold like up left, it will make you basically do a U-turn.
Oh, wow.
Like a perfect U-turn, and then you just have to let go after it gets to the U-turn portion.
Yeah, and thanks again for sharing all this with us, man. I'm really excited about getting this game in my grubby little hands.
End of line.
You are the player.
Because your vision is our vision.
The player.
Sorry. I play on ColecoVision.
You are the player. You are the player.
Sorry. I play on ColecoVision.
You are the player. You are the player.